I was a teen, when my mom looked at me with a strange expressions I've never seen before. She said a woman was coming to pick me up, that I would not live here anymore. As I struggled to understand what she meant, someone knocked at the door. Then a woman walked in. She looked at me and picked up the one bag that my mom had packed, and we left. As I sat in the car, my face was against the window, looking for my mom to come after me. But she didn't. That day, I was put in a foster care system, and silence was everywhere. That silence broke me as a child, and I watched it break leaders too. Leaders who carry their business on their back. Leaders who are awake at night wondering what's going to happen. But here's what I learned. Silence does not define you. I believe we all have the freedom of self-determination. And I believe we all have the freedom to choose who we are, what we build, and how we live. And freedom is not given. Freedom is built. We chase success, believing it's gonna free us, but it won't. And I'm here today to share with you this path from silence to freedom. At 29, I co-founded a business, one of the Canadian top 50 fastest growing companies. It was quite a journey. We start from 0 to 175 employees in 18 months. We were working like crazy, and I was overwhelmed. I was in charge of almost everything, and very often I did not have the answer. But as a boss, you should have always the answer. That weight of carrying this company by myself, all on my shoulder, it was a lot. But I still kept silent. After 10 years, we sold the business and I went back to school. I wanted to understand, and I wanted to search for a pattern, why some people are so successful, while others, most of the entrepreneurs, by the way, are stuck. My life, my foster life, mine, in this life, most of my nights I felt invisible until Leo. He wasn't family, but he saw me when nobody else did. And he offered me a job. I was working in his barn. So every morning at 4:30, I would help him milk the cows. And one day, he looked at me and he said, "Dominique, you are always here before me." What he didn't know at that time, and I think he never knew, is that I was there because I was already there. I was sleeping in the barn. For me, the barn was safe. For me, the barn was the place I belong. We always find a way. As I mentioned earlier, I believe in self-determination. During my master's degree and after doing my doctorate studies, I wanted to understand why companies are so successful while most of them fail. So I looked at those who made it. I looked at many entrepreneurs. Let's say I looked at Richard Branson, dozens of Virgin companies. He is never in their company. He is never in the trenches. Warren Buffett, he doesn't operate any companies. He owns businesses and he put people, system, and structure in place so the company can thrive. And this is where everything switched. If your business cannot run without you, it will never grow with you. Let me repeat that. If your business cannot run without you, it will never grow with you. And at that moment, I started working on a pattern. And this is when I created the Elite Freedom Framework. And all these companies, leaders who decide to make the steps and implement this system are now thriving. Henry, for example, he was exactly where I was when I had my company. He was stuck in silence. And who do you want to talk about it with? So we worked together, and within 14 months, his business grew by 383%. And he spent 3 months at his cottage in South. So I want you to imagine if you disappear from your business for a month, okay? Think about it. Even your life, you disappear for a month. What's going to happen? How do you feel about that? Something will fall apart, probably. So I want you to look at your palm, and right at the middle of your palm, I want you to see the vision of freedom. And that vision, I want you to look at it. Look at your palm with this vision. Whatever it is, it works for everything anyway. So look at your palm. Take your palm, okay? Yes, your palm. And each of these fingers are links to connect with the people, connect with the system, the structure you need in order to make it happen. Because by yourself, it's not going to work. I've tried, it's not working. And these elements, these connections, stand alone, doing nothing. But at the moment you start influencing them, what's happened? You influence them. So you start moving your finger one at a time. And then these connections will engage with you. They will trust you. They will link with other people, with other system, with other structure. And this is going to start the transformations. That's the transformation. And then the faster it goes, it creates momentum. And this momentum at some point turn like a flywheel. And then you can exit and work on other initiative and do something else. So the ELITE is the acronym for 5 letters. You engage with your big dream. You link with what you need. You influence these connections. And this is how we transform and exit and evolve. So we talk about this system. You felt it in your hand. You know the path. What are you going to do with it? Because those who chose to engage in this journey are not only reaching a business that is strong, but they become elite. Not elite not elite as a title or as a status, but elite as a symbol for freedom. So my question for you is, how many of us keep silence? When you start on this journey, you're not only unmuting your voice, you ignite the courage so they can unmute theirs. So my question for you today, how many of you will take this path today so we can change and transform ourselves, our family, our business, and the community around the world? Thank you very much.